welcome to the Impact Hub Vienna, and of course a very warm welcome to Vienna to those who traveled today or yesterday from other countries, other European or non-European countries. My name is Alexis Sancho. I work at the Center for Global Change and Sustainability at the University of Natural Resources and Life Sciences here in Vienna. And I'm one of the, or actually my main duty at this Center for Global Change and Sustainability is related to the Joint Programming Initiative Connecting Climate Knowledge for Europe, or shortly JPI Climate. So also on behalf of JPI Climate, welcome to the meeting. And yeah, the meeting is called Designing Comprehensive Open Knowledge Policies to Face Climate Change. So climate change is, again, actually at the top of the international agenda. And for example, the next United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change meeting is going to take place in some weeks in Paris. And of course, facing climate change is about adaptation policies, about mitigation policies, about producing and upscaling research results. But facing climate change is also about reflecting together how this climate change related knowledge is produced, is conceived, is disseminated, is evaluated, is distributed. So this topic is also a hot topic currently. Just to put you an example, these last days we've seen that the League of European Research Universities has published a statement titled "Christmas is over. Research funding should go to research, not to publishers." And this statement is calling to rethink the way how research, scientific research, is actually funded. You know, it is so relevant because this statement has been signed by, I think, right now more than 400 institutions and personalities around Europe. So, for these reasons, JPI Climate is actually committed to this issue on how to make scientific and also non-scientific knowledge more accessible. Around 60 persons from 15 different countries have registered and are going to participate today and tomorrow in this meeting. And actually, we're going to focus on dialogue on those actors who have on their hands take decisions and shape policies, like ministries, like national research councils. And at the end of this symposium, we will be happy if we have the chance to reflect and to think together about these issues and how other cross-national initiatives can take profit and take advantage of the dialogue that's taking place today and tomorrow here. So I just would like to wish you a very productive and a very pleasant day, actually 2 days. And maybe before I give the floor to Ms. Irene Gabriel from the Austrian Ministry of Science, Research and Economy, I'd just like to invite my colleague Renate Polt, also from the Bocconi University, to say us some words on this, some actually relevant words and relevant issues related to this meeting.
Thank you, Alexis. Good morning, everyone, and also a warm welcome from my side. I helped Alexis organize this symposium, and together we thought we would like to try and minimize our environmental impact, our negative environmental impacts for those 2 days. And so we organized this meeting according to the Austrian eco-label of green meetings and green events, which means that We looked at some criteria, for instance, in regard to energy efficiency, in regard to waste management, in regard to the food that we will be serving today. So we have a caterer that will serve you organic and vegetarian food later. I hope you will enjoy that. Yeah, and also I would like to thank everybody who already supported us by choosing a climate-friendly way of transport to come here today. So by choosing public transport, if you made a special effort, thank you very much. Which only leaves me with one more request or favor to ask you. We are trying to reduce the waste that we produce today and tomorrow, and we will serve some tap water outside all day if you are thirsty, to reduce the plastic bottles, and also in general just try to minimize our waste today. Yeah, so have a very informative day. If you have any questions in regard to organization or the green meeting, our certificate is over there. Please come and ask me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Renate. So just maybe, Irene, if you wish, just give some welcome words to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexis. My name is Irene Gabriel. I'm from the Austrian Ministry of Science, Research and Transport, and I'm glad to be able to welcome you on behalf of this ministry, also in Vienna. I'm also a member of the governing board in JPI Climate, and Alexis asked me, besides welcoming words, to also say a few words on how open access is, a topic open access is managed or treated in Austria. I'm not a specialist on open access. I actually asked in my ministry the responsible person of what's going on and was quite surprised that this is a very colorful landscape of activities which are ongoing. It's a topic for, I think, each country in Europe, also globally, since several years now, and it has grown in importance. So just to come to Austria, Austria is very glad to work together in a group with the Netherlands, the Max Planck Society, the UK, Sweden and Denmark on the development of a European open access strategy. This draft is supposed to be finished end of this year and should be open for discussion during the Dutch presidency in 2016. In the situation within Austria is very diverse, and for what I have been told, this is really based on a number of activities, of bottom-up activities from various institutions, networks, which were historically grown. So they really use the knowledge of institutions such as the Austrian Science Fund, the University Conference of all universities, the Forum of Austrian University Libraries, the Austrian Library Association, which exists since 2002, the Library Consortium Austria with 55 institutions, and not to forget also the Infrastructure Initiative of Austria, which is a project of 25 partners in Austria to bring them together. And since 2012, there's also an Open Access Network Austria, which advises the government also in regard to this strategy, open access strategy for Austria. And my ministry supports actually pretty much all of these networks I was just mentioning, and sees itself more in a coordinative role to really bring up this historically grown knowledge into a strategy which is, has a modern, allows for modern use of data and any other issue that is related to open access. The Open Access Network has a number of working groups in the last 3 years dealing with financing, intellectual property rights, legal and political framework publication models involving scientists. And what I see from the agenda of this meeting, a number of these topics also are topics of the next 2 days, 1.5 days workshops to discuss that. Before ending this, I just also want to point out that Austria also has an Austrian innovation strategy, which is actually, there's an open consultation process at the moment since August until December this year. And next spring, this should be, this strategy should be adopted by the ministers and later on also discussed in the parliament. So after summer next year, we hope to also have an open innovation strategy in Austria, which includes open access activities, certainly. With this, looking at the keynote title, which comes after me, Openness Revolution, I experience this topic similarly. It's really a lot of, it affects society, science in a lot of ways. And with this, I really wish you a good workshop during the next 2 days and the discussion on the guidelines for JPI climate and how best to come up with good open access guidelines implementation in JPI climate. Thank you very much.